The age-old question of what came first, the chicken or the egg, has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and curious minds for centuries. While it may sound like a simple riddle, the answer is rooted deeply in evolutionary biology and the history of life on Earth. In this video, we'll present 30 key facts that support the idea that the egg came first, supported by scientific evidence, historical context, and biological principles. 1. Evolutionary history. Eggs have been around for hundreds of millions of years, long before the emergence of chickens. The earliest forms of eggs were laid by ancient aquatic organisms and later by reptiles and dinosaurs, the ancestors of modern birds. Fossils indicate that egg-laying species existed as far back as 300 million years ago. 2. Evolutionary timeline. The evolutionary timeline shows that eggs have existed for more than 1 billion years. The first modern chickens are believed to have appeared only around 10,000 years ago, domesticated from wild jungle fowl. This significant gap highlights that eggs predate chickens by a substantial margin. 3. Amniotic eggs. The first amniotic eggs, crucial for terrestrial reproduction, emerged approximately 340 million years ago. These eggs allowed reptiles and birds to reproduce on land, safeguarding embryos from desiccation and providing necessary nutrients, indicating a major evolutionary advancement prior to the existence of chickens. 4. Genetic mutation. The modern chicken is thought to have evolved from a bird species known as the red jungle fowl, Gallus gallus. It is believed that a genetic mutation occurred in the egg of this ancestor, leading to the first true chicken. This shows that genetic changes in eggs can lead to the emergence of new species. 5. Biological perspective. From a biological standpoint, all chickens hatch from eggs. This means that for a chicken to exist, an egg must precede it. The developmental process within the egg is essential for the formation of any chicken, further reinforcing that the egg came first. 6. Philosophical dilemma. The chicken and egg dilemma is often used metaphorically to discuss causality and origins. However, evolutionary biology provides clarity: the egg is the precursor. This question has intrigued thinkers from Aristotle to modern philosophers, but science has now provided an answer grounded in evidence. 7. Species evolution. Species evolve from earlier forms over time. The egg, as a reproductive mechanism, existed in various forms before the modern chicken evolved. Each evolutionary step involved organisms laying eggs, underscoring the idea that these structures were fundamental to reproduction long before chickens appeared. 8. Scientific consensus. Most biologists agree that the egg came first when considering the lineage leading to modern chickens. While the specific type of egg may vary depending on the evolutionary path, the consensus remains that eggs were present before chickens. 9. Fossil evidence. Fossils provide concrete evidence that egg-laying species existed long before chickens appeared. For instance, dinosaur eggs have been discovered dating back millions of years, confirming that eggs were already a common reproductive strategy among various species well before birds evolved. 10. Causality in nature. In nature, every organism is born from some form of egg or reproductive structure. This fact reinforces the fundamental role of eggs in the life cycle of many species across different environments, highlighting their importance in evolutionary history. 11. Cultural references. The question of which came first has been a part of human culture for centuries, often seen in art and literature. From ancient texts to modern discussions, this question reflects humanity's curiosity about origins. However, with advancements in science, we now understand that the egg precedes the chicken. 12. Embryonic development. The complexity of embryonic development within eggs highlights how vital they are for species survival and evolution. Eggs provide a protected environment where embryos can develop, allowing for better survival rates compared to other reproductive methods. 13. Dinosaur eggs. Eggs laid by dinosaurs share many characteristics with modern bird eggs, demonstrating that this reproductive method was established long before birds evolved. Fossils of dinosaur eggs show similarities in structure and composition to those of contemporary birds. 14. Domestication. Chickens were domesticated from wild jungle fowl in Southeast Asia around 5,400 BCE, approximately 7,400 years ago. This domestication process indicates that eggs had already been an established reproductive method well before chickens were bred for agriculture. 15. Proto-chicken concept. Before the modern chicken existed, there likely was a proto-chicken. This ancestral bird laid eggs containing genetic material that would eventually lead to what we recognize today as the true chicken, further supporting the idea that the egg came first. 16. Evolutionary adaptations. Various evolutionary adaptations and reproductive strategies have resulted in diverse egg types seen today across species. These adaptations showcase how organisms developed unique methods to enhance reproductive success over time. 17. Paleontological studies. Paleontological studies reveal that many prehistoric creatures laid eggs long before birds evolved. These findings underscore the ancient practice of laying eggs as a successful reproductive strategy among numerous species throughout history. 18. Behavioral studies. Observations of nesting and egg-laying behaviors across various species indicate evolutionary advantages associated with egg production. For instance, many reptiles and birds exhibit complex behaviors surrounding nesting and protecting their eggs, which contributes to their survival. 19. Genetic diversity. Eggs play a crucial role in fostering genetic diversity through sexual reproduction. This diversity is vital for natural selection and adaptation processes throughout evolution, allowing species to thrive in changing environments. 20. Reproductive strategies. Eggs have been utilized as a successful reproductive strategy by countless species throughout evolutionary history. This long-standing presence highlights their importance in biological reproduction across different environments and species. 21. Historical perspectives. Historical texts and philosophical discussions reflect humanity's fascination with this question throughout time. Ancient civilizations pondered this dilemma, but modern science has provided a definitive answer grounded in evolutionary understanding. 22. Genetic studies. Recent genetic studies trace the lineage of chickens back to their ancestors, confirming that the first chicken emerged from an egg laid by a bird not quite classified as a chicken itself. This lineage supports the idea that all modern chickens are descendants of earlier egg-laying species. 23. Scientific experiments. Experiments in genetics and evolution consistently show that the egg is the starting point for developing new species, including chickens. These experiments reinforce the understanding that genetic mutations within eggs can lead to the emergence of new traits and species over generations. 24. Eggshell formation. The process of how eggshells form reflects evolutionary mechanisms developed over time, suggesting that the egg itself existed before chickens. The structure of eggshells provides protection while also allowing for gas exchange essential for embryonic development. 25. Variety of egg types. Different species have developed various types of eggs suited to their environments, showcasing adaptability and reproductive strategies across evolution. For instance, some reptiles lay hard-shelled eggs, while others produce softer ones based on habitat requirements. 26. Ecological role. Eggs play an essential ecological role in various ecosystems, serving as food sources for many organisms and contributing to overall biodiversity. Their presence supports food webs and ecological balance within habitats. 27. Maternal investment. The presence of eggs allows for different forms of maternal investment strategies across species. Some animals exhibit extensive parental care after laying eggs, while others abandon them altogether. These strategies impact evolutionary success rates among different species. 28. Nutritional value. The nutritional components of eggs provide essential resources for developing embryos. The yolk and albumin, egg white, contain proteins, fats, and vitamins critical for embryo growth and survival during early development stages. 29. Adaptation mechanisms. Evolutionary mechanisms associated with egg laying have enabled species to adapt effectively to changing environments over time. The ability to lay eggs allows organisms to exploit various ecological niches and thrive in diverse habitats. 30. Evolutionary biology framework. The study of evolutionary biology emphasizes how traits and species evolve over time, with eggs as a critical part of that process. Eggs allow for continued adaptation and change in species through natural selection and genetic variation. In conclusion, the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg, may seem like an endless debate. Scientific evidence overwhelmingly supports that the egg came first. From its deep evolutionary roots to its critical role in reproduction across species, Understanding the significance of eggs provides clarity on this ancient riddle. Through research and observation across history, we find that eggs are indeed foundational to life as we know it today. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate your support.